Hi everyone, and welcome back into the workshop, Shorty Adventures in Stereo Listening. Today we're going to be talking about the Magnavox Corporation. In the United States in the 50s, 60s, 70s, even into the early 80s, there were three big manufacturers that defined listening, at least in stereo consoles in America, and that was Zenith, RCA, General Electric to some extent, but Magnavox. And of the three, Magnavox was probably the one most renowned for the very high quality of what they produced. Now, Magnavox Corporation, interestingly enough, was founded about 40 miles east of here in Napa, California, by a couple guys that helped invent the first magnetic speaker, the coil that would move in and out. And when you see the cones vibrating on speakers, it's really just moving a magnet inside of a bunch of wires, and those guys were the ones that sort of developed that. They went on in 1917 to found the Magnavox Corporation, and they became one of the preeminent manufacturers of listening, not only phonographs, but also eventually for stereo, for console units, first mono and then stereo units. Many a house aspired to have a Magnavox because of the quality of what they produce. So we're going to come in today and talk about one of the amplifiers that I was lucky enough to gut from a console that was being thrown out, probably 40 years old, 45 years old, and I was lucky enough to gut it. It's a small one, but when you hear today's music, you're going to agree it sounds incredible. So come on in, let's take a closer look at it. Just want to give my standard caution. Electronics are dangerous, particularly vacuum tube electronics. They have very high voltages that run around inside. You could get killed with them. Please, please, please don't do anything. Don't ever touch electronic products unless they're rendered safe by somebody that knows really what they're doing. They can be lethal. What made Magnavox great was, and this is a very simple set, it just has a 6EU7. It's got a rectifier here, it's got a 6EU7 preamp that just takes the small signal and boosts it that's coming in off the, well, today we're going to be using the cell phone sort of MP3 player to input some sound today. And this is a rectifier that helps condition and change the power to a usable form for the unit, taking that 120 volt coming in here and running it through that rectifier, which helps produce the usable power. And then we have two channels here that are driven by the 6B5Q output tubes. What really makes a great product is, what really makes a great stereo is the output speaker transformers, and we've talked about that before. The wider the frequency range, or the more human frequencies can be relayed over the speakers to your ear, the better the fidelity is going to be. And a lot of manufacturers are cheap. They cut off the highs and the lows, and they give you the middle, figuring, what do you care about what's left on the studio floor? Well, we care a lot about here, and Magnavox was renowned for having their very wide frequency speaker output transformers. So, having said that, let's move on with our experience. This is certainly a small unit, as you can see. It's no more than about 10 watts or so, but it is powerful. It has the two-channel input here and the speaker tabs off of the back. So yeah, let's get moving on now. That's a little bit of an overview of the Magnavox here. It ain't pretty, but people can sure pretty them up and make them beautiful with wood casing and spray and even chrome these things to look real punk and real fantastic. Without a doubt, one of my favorite musical artists of all time is Van Morrison. Van Morrison has a very distinct sounding voice. His music is, well, at times it can be uplifting like Brown Eyed Girls, and at other time it can be thought-provoking like the tune we're going to be listening to today. An incidental story about Van Morrison. Of course, he's been around this area a lot in Northern California and the Bay Area here. And Van Morrison went into a small cafe down in a little town called Cotati, about 10 miles south of here. Very small town, about 5,000 to 6,000 people. He went there with his daughter for lunch one day, dropped in, and the cafe had a piano in the corner of the restaurant cafe there. So, being the kind of gregarious and cool guy that he is, Van Morrison, you know, told his daughter, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if I gave a little impromptu concert here?" So he got up from his seat and he went over and he started doing the intro to Brown Eyed Girl over on the piano. Well, the waitress that was serving him came over and said, "You know, you're not allowed to play the piano." And one of the customers started to speak up and say, "Well, you know, you don't even know who that is. Do you know who that is?" And the manager came over and said, "I don't care who in the hell it is. You know, they ain't gonna play this damn piano in this place." So you know, they started arguing a little bit, and you know, Van Morrison sat down, ate his lunch with his daughter. He's a cool guy, but you know, they still talk about it to this day. The waitress had no clue that Van Morrison was there and ready to give an impromptu concert. And the people that were in the restaurant that day still talk about it, and it's one of the epic pieces of folklore in Sonoma County here. The people that missed out on an impromptu lunchtime concert by Van Morrison. The song we want to hear today is a song called "Just Like Greta Garbo." It's not one of his big, well-known pieces, but it's very thought-provoking. It's about 6 minutes long. I find sometimes you do just want to be alone and just get your head together, disconnect the phone, head out and just dump the world behind you. So it's a beautiful little song. It's not a lot of high production values, but a lot of Van Morrison singing. So as usual, we're going to start in here with whirling around with the camera a little bit. Dim the lights so you can see the little amplifier here. Remember, the fun of these tube amplifiers is staring at them as if they were fire in the fireplace and just being mesmerized by the glow. So, having prefaced our listening experience today, let's get to it.
Some days it gets completely crazy. I feel like howling at the moon. And sometimes it feels so easy, like I was born with a silver spoon. Other times you just can't reach me. Seem like I got a heart of stone. Yes, I need my solitude, and I have to make it on my own. Well, I guess I'm going AWOL. That's kind of like my telephone. Just like Greta Garbo, I just want to be alone. Need to make some real connection. Baby, something just gotta give. 'Cause I've been too long in exile. I've been grinding at the mill. Too long to decode all the secrets. You have to get some elbow room. Most people think that everything It's just what they assume. Yeah, no, I'm going AWOL. Tell everyone I'm not at home. Just like Greta Garbo, I just want to be alone. Disconnect my telephone. Just like Greta Garbo, I just want to be alone. All right.
Van Morrison on the Wall of Sound. Bluesy Blues. So clean the sound.
Just like Greta Garbo, I just want to be alone.
Thanks for listening, everyone. The amazing Magnavox stereo tube amplifier on the Wall of Sound. Thumbs up are most appreciated.